So here I'm just trying to look at the blank and see which side is going to have more swirls in it, and then just marking out how long I need to cut it. So I prefer to drill on the lathe, and what I've done is I'm using my old Harbor Freight lathe, and that's just my full-time drilling lathe now. Eventually I'll get a buffing wheel, and that'll be my buffing lathe, but for now I'm just drilling. I don't want any of the brass tube to show through when I get finished with this, so I'm just going to paint the inside of the blank using Tester's model paint and a small paintbrush.
Might have been handsome if his nose hadn't been removed in a youthful duel.
So I lost the footage of me gluing in the tube, but you've all seen that before. I must say that I'm working now on the Nova Comet 2, and I'm really liking that. If you want to check out the unboxing video, I have that a couple of videos ago. I'll link it below in the description. For these bolt action pins, I like them to be pretty straight and as thin as possible. So I'm just working it as close as I can to these bushings before I move on to the final polishing. With sharp tools on the acrylic, you can really just go straight to the micro mesh. So this finish turned out pretty well, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump to that, going from 1500 grit up to the 12,000 grit, and then I'll move on to polish. After each grit, I like to hand sand briefly, turning the lathe backwards, just to kind of get some of the swirl marks out of there for each grit, and it really helps the finish come out pretty smooth. This is my first time using this particular polish. I think it turned out pretty well. It was recommended by a couple of other turners that do a lot of acrylic. So basically you just apply it and then buff it off. Assembly on these bolt actions is really straightforward. You just press the tip in, press the back in, put the spring onto the refill, and then just pop it in. I really appreciate you guys checking out the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. Thanks.